Welcome to Schwab's Ag and Outdoors. Today we're working on doing some soil sampling. I've had an issue in one farm of mine on some lighter soil where we've just seen some poor yields the last couple of years in both corn and soybeans. So I'm out here today, it's January the 4th I think, pulling a few samples. I'm going to divide the sand hills up into two different groups and send in two samples all together. One for one group, one for the other. So real easy. This applies to any of you that are going to be doing some food plots as well for deer or wildlife. Real easy to pull some samples. Just get yourself one of these sample probes here. You can rent one, buy one, real easy. We rent them at the agronomy store that I work at. You might be able to get them from MSU at your extension office. So anyway, we want to measure the soil fertility at about 6 inches deep from top to bottom. So that's why we use a soil sample probe that's about an inch or so in diameter, and we want to take 6 inches of soil. So to do that, we find our area in the field that we want to sample, and then we're going to wipe clean so that we don't get any extra residue in the probe. And then we're going to push her down about 6 inches thick, and then we're going to put that in a bucket. And then that way we've got a good group of soil here that represents about 20 acres. I try to take 20 samples with the soil probe and then stir them all together to send in one composite sample to the laboratory. That way we've got a good mix of soil across that 20 acres. The laboratory can analyze that and then send me some results. Let me know whether I need to add lime or another type of fertilizer such as potassium or phosphorus, and then we can select what kind of crop we're going to grow, what kind of yield goal we want, and then we can decide how much nitrogen and how many pounds of other nutrients like the potassium and phosphorus that we need to apply. So pH is critical. We like to have what we call a neutral pH, somewhere around 7. Soybeans and alfalfa like a higher pH, 6.7 to 7.0. Corn can tolerate a little bit lower pH, but as we lose pH, we lose nutrient availability to the crops, especially our forages, our legumes, and soybeans. If we get too high of a pH, the same thing can happen. We'll tie up nutrients as well, and they become unavailable to the crop. So to lower a pH, that takes a little bit different approach than raising your pH. And on this particular farm here, where I'm at, I kind of suspect on this lighter soil with low organic matter that I've probably got a low pH issue. And it's been about 6 or 7 years since I've really had a good sample done back here, and probably time to add some new lime. So anyway, if y'all have any questions, just give me a holler. But this is a job real simple, real easy. You can do it yourself on a small scale to sample some problem areas, or to sample a place that you want to grow a food plot for the wildlife. So on a more larger scale, we typically will hire someone to pull samples based on GPS points that are predetermined, and then we can build a spread map and fertility map off of those GPS points that are all linked together. So all right, thanks again for watching, and just holler if you got any questions. Have a good day.